Oh, nice. Nice. This morning we will have David Brown presenting to us. He is the sales trainer down on the sales floor. For those who don't know him, he handles training all of the new dedicated and core reps who come through this department, as well as Cincinnati and High Point, correct?
So it's the Dayton and Cincinnati division. So that's Dayton, Lincoln, Rochester, High Point, and then Cincinnati.
Okay. So all those. So he is the counterpart to our service training, and so he will be handling today's topic, which is recommendations for upsells. So make sure you pay full attention to what he has to say.
That's not my topic. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, good morning. Look, there's a lot that can be said about upselling in the sales process. A lot of this stuff you guys probably do somewhat and maybe not even realize. A big piece of the sales process is discovery, which is asking a lot of questions. So you guys kind of inherently get to do that with very little resistance, right? Because you're just managing a program and making sure they know how it's working or making recommendations. And the key of where I think there's opportunity for you guys is kind of just trying to dial in and listen to what they're telling you. If they're saying I need more work, or if they're saying they're happy with their program, looking at other opportunities of how they could further their experience as well, right? Reach out to more people. So I think of like someone who has an SEM program. Whenever you go to call it, especially after it's been running for 6 months or longer, what is the current situation? How is it working? And is there opportunity for more, right? And utilize some of those tools. And then, hey, when you have that conversation, are you happy with the leads? Are you happy with the number that are coming in? Are you able to handle more? Well, good news. We can actually help you get more for very little additional, right? You already got the program running. All we got to do is add a little bit more to it. It could be a very easy conversation. Thinking about how other products may support what you are talking about. So maybe it's a prime package, and think about how SEM could partner with that and help with additional exposure. Same thing with online display for the branding piece. That kind of goes hand in hand with the content and the articles or the Facebook promotions if we're doing the Excel program. So a lot of opportunity that we have with our current customers. And again, just listening to what they're telling you, kind of paying attention to some of those little signs they may give you of asking how do they do more, what can they do, to kind of piggyback with what they were saying yesterday, Adam was saying yesterday on things they can do on their own. But again, if they need more or want more, how can we also provide additional support through some of our other products? So that's really all I had, real quick and short. There's a lot more that we could delve into, but in the interest of time, we'll leave it at that. Gemma's going to share apparently something with you guys.
Well, my topic is actually client experience. What does it mean to me? So I can tie it into that kind of, but just so you guys know, client experience is actually one of the things that's closest to my heart. One of the reasons is that I've come from owning 3 different businesses. I owned a marketing business at one time. I've owned a restaurant, and I've also been a manufacturer's rep, meaning that I sold to businesses. So I've kind of known both ends of the spectrum. And so client experience to me, since I was a business owner, was really high. I mean, when you're a business owner, you've got things that you're doing all day long for that business. You don't have time to concentrate on other things. So I think it's one of the most vital parts of Vivial. If we can keep customers, keeping customers is much more valuable because you don't have to go out and get as many if you keep as many. So, and those guys can be, the ones that give you referrals as well. So basically, I'm talking and I'm not listening to what I'm saying. What I usually say, or what I try to do, is I want my customers to know that I'm willing to listen, sympathize, and create for you the best vision that you can give to your clients. So it's more about them and the vision that they portray than the vision that I portray to that business, okay? When I get off the phone, I want them to know that they're working with a team. I work very closely with my sales reps, and I probably do that because of my sales background. And I know how important it is to have a tie-in to those sales reps. That way, you can come in as a team working together, and the customer feels like they're kind of cuddled, so to speak, because they know that they have a lot of people working with them and for them, helping them to get where they want to be. I said I owned a marketing company, and one of the most important things for me when I owned that marketing company was actually portraying the customer in the right light to people. And so when I work on a website, just as little as a website for people, and I know that's one of our smaller products that we work on, but when we work on a website, one of the things that I tell people is, you know, you've got a good website here. I don't know. I even bring in their website if it's not ours, okay, and talk to them and give them little tips about what they can do. But if it's ours, I'll tell them right off the bat, we've got to get these stock photos off. We've got to get something that's going to say when somebody looks for an attorney, and I'll say to them, there's tons of attorneys out there, tons of them. What makes somebody choose you? That's what I want to portray by what we're doing for you today. And they start kind of talking about them and why they're different, and that's the important part, is to get them involved. So basically what I do is I try to make them know that they are the most important person to me that day. I do what I tell them I'm going to do, and if I can't get it done that day, I usually let them know that I'm still working on it, but that it is being handled. And the third most important thing is I work with my sales reps, because that way the customer themselves know not only do they have one expert working with them, now they have two. And my sales reps are very good. They call me back. They work with me all the time with customers. I even have them calling me to say, you know, what do you think we should do with this? So it's just kind of that's customer experience, I guess.
Okay,
I hope
good.
that made sense. I'm kind of rambling.
All right, so we have our daily contest. So Gemma and the challenged AC must submit their best call today, where they confirm satisfaction by giving the client an upsell recommendation and demonstrating how that will benefit the client. So I guess you draw a name now.
Oops, I got 3. Okay. Caitlin Brannon.
Yes, she's got it.
Okay. You guys have anything else to add?
So make it a good Friday.
Okay. Have a good day.